Hey guys, so I made it to Kutaisi in Georgia. I had the most incredible week last week in North Macedonia. It was so nice to get on board and explore that beautiful place, but that was not the end of our adventure. We have now moved to Georgia, and it was quite a journey to get here. We flew from North Macedonia into Istanbul and then met up with a couple of the guys, and then flew from Istanbul into Kutaisi. Very late flight, and we picked up our bags. We met up with some of the other guys. We jumped in the taxi and got to the hotel, and it was about 5:30 in the morning by the time we got to the hotel, so we'd traveled all through the night. But we had a couple of hours sleep, and then now we have gone out to explore the city.
With Powder Mad, it's not just about skiing and snowboarding. It's about exploring these unique destinations, and that's what makes these trips so special.
Trying some local wine from a Coke bottle. That's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's quite like 40. It's quite nice and sweet.
Strong after.
So Jem accidentally left his washing bag up in the ski resort in North Macedonia. So he's staying at the hotel at the moment having a nap. So we thought we would go pick out some clothes for him. Good morning. So yesterday, really nice day exploring the city, seeing the cathedral and the market was so nice. Really cool city. And then in the evening we went and found a local wine bar and tried some of the local wines, and it's meant to be very famous for it. And let's just say we really got into the culture. Now, however, we are just about to set out on a 5-hour drive, which I've been told is extremely bumpy. So let's see how this goes.
The great thing about Powder Mad is that everything is organised for you from start to finish. From the moment you land, all the transfers, the accommodation, the guides, everything. And it is so handy, especially when going to these unique destinations.
Right, good morning from the beautiful Mestia. We arrived last night after a very long car ride, but absolutely stunning. The scenery and everything driving up here was just amazing, with the mountains just popping up. Absolutely amazing. And then when we arrived, we went exploring a little bit around the town. And then in the evening, once everyone had arrived and packed up everything, we had dinner and went to the local cinema, which they have a local film going on, which was just such a cute little cinema. It was amazing to actually understand a bit more about the culture around the area. And then we just, on the walk home, found this little bar that had some DJ going, which of course we get dragged into, but some of them had a bit later night than others, so we'll see how today goes. But we got fresh snow, and first day here in Mestia. Let's see how we get on. We are in Tetnuldi. It's Bluebird Day, some fresh snow. Oh, it's so exciting when you're driving all the way up here. It's about a 30-40 minute drive to get here, but then you get this scenery with 5,000 meter peaks all around you. It's beautiful. Good morning, and a very early start it is today, but it's for a very good reason. It's a very exciting day. We're about to do something that's been on my bucket list for a very long time, and that is to go heliboarding.
Jem from Powdermad organised this heli ski day through Svaneti Heli Ski because they are the best in the area and they have incredible aircraft with amazing guides, so you can make sure you get the most out of your day.
Woo! Made it to the summit. Look at this. It is stunning. Bluebird, fresh tracks, great crew. Let's go riding. Absolutely epic run from the top, from the heli drop. We went down part way. Now we're transitioning over to skinning, back up that way, and then dropping down the other side.
This is why it's so important to have the right guides, and this time Powdermad organised Goga, who knew the area so well, and instead of riding down the whole way over the glacier like the other routes, he decided to just hike up just a little bit in order to access this new face with fresh powder.
Yes. How was that, Jem? That was magnificent. Yeah. What a day. What a day. Heli, climbing rocks, skinning up, 3,700 meters, 2,000 meters vert, back down. Whoa! Through the trees, bushwhacking. So good.
Right, good morning. Another early start today. It seems like a few people are struggling to get up. It's only me and Jim at the moment. 3 minutes to go. We'll see if they're late. Today is going to be a great day. It's going to be hard to beat yesterday with the heli scheme, but today is going to be really special because we are going to Ushguli, which is about an hour and a half drive to, and we're going to be doing a massive tour up there from the base of the mountain all the way up. Which apparently will take about 4 or 5 hours. But considering I'm quite slow, we'll see actually how long it takes.
Powdermad, baby!
what a day. That's probably one of the longer hikes I've ever done. Well, touring hikes. And actually one of the first that I've really actually enjoyed. The views around here are just amazing. And then when we got to the top, after quite a long way, you just were opened up across all around 360 degrees. Absolutely amazing. And then on the run down, it was a bit sketchy at first because there was a couple of slips on the snow. So we took it very easy across, but when we got it opened up into this fresh powder, it was just amazing. The snow was deep and really soft and light. It was such a nice time. And then we rode down all the way through the trees, and then just to finish it off, the final trek back through this valley was amazing. I let the guys go ahead a little bit, and then at the end I came down on my own through this valley with the river, and it was just amazing. I had such a good day. Good morning. Another cold day today. I think it's about -14 degrees. Yesterday was awesome. Probably one of the biggest touring days I've done. It's only about 850 meters, so for most it's not a lot, but for me, getting used to it, it was quite a lot. But then today they thought, well, let's just step it up a notch. And today we have come to Laila, and apparently we're going to be doing about 1400 meters today. So let's just say I'm a bit unsure about how this is going to go, but I'm going to push through, and hopefully it will be worth it. And we are back to where we started. What a day. It was 5.5 hours total time, 4.5 hours up, 1 hour down. It's about 1405 meters to where we did. Definitely the biggest tour I have ever done by far, and I'm feeling it. But it was actually super nice because how it started was up through these trees. A good 800 meters of the vertical height was through these trees, through a path, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And then right at the top of the tree line, it just opened up and you saw all the mountains around us. And we just carried on up across the ridge and up to the very, very top. And we got a really nice spot where we got a few fresh lines on the way down as well. But what a day, and it just goes and shows how beautiful this scenery is. Good morning. So today, as the past few days, has been pretty tough, and then obviously I was in North Macedonia just before with really quite rough conditions and a lot of traveling. My back is completely gone at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. So as I've got quite a long trip ahead of me, I thought I'd be smart enough and just take the day off. And actually, I've been wanting to go and look around the town a little bit more, as we've not really had the chance, and explore more what Mestia has to offer. This is another amazing thing about Powder Mad, is their flexibility. So like this, if you wanted to take a day off and go explore the town a little bit more, you can. And then the rest of the group can assess on the day who's around, what their ability is, what they want to do, and they can plan the day accordingly. So made it to the top and where the museum I was aiming to go to. However, there are no signs for it at all. It seems like you might have to call and book. However, there's no one around. So I thought I'd look around, and I came across their tower here.
which the door was just completely open and it looks like it's just free for anyone to go up and in. So I did, and wow, I can't believe they just leave this open, because they do not have the same health and safety standards here as they may do in the UK. You walk through this tiny little door and up these rickety ladders onto different floors, just through holes in the floor, feeling like they're going to break at any point. And then you make your way up to floor after floor, and each of the floors, there's even one with a bit of wood and you see through it, and it's sketchy as anything. And you make it to the top and the roof is even collapsed in. But once you make it to the top, the views are just amazing. Good morning. So yesterday was really nice, having day off and just explore a little bit of the town, and went up a tower to the museum, and it was just really nice to get a bit more of the culture, because every time I come down from riding it's always a bit too late. And then in the evening met up with the others, and we did an awards, because a lot of the guys are leaving very early tomorrow. So we did some awards, then we went for dinner back at the barbecue place, which we absolutely loved the other night, and then we went out for a couple of drinks at this small little bar we went the other night that just seems to have techno music going every night. But yeah, it was really nice evening, and today it is snowing, which is much needed. However, it does mean it's very flat light. So we have come to the local resort, Hats Valley, to explore a little bit around here, because it's got some trees and things. It might be a bit easier in the flat light. So really looking forward to today.
Being in the mountains, you're inevitably going to get these bad weather days, but with Powder Mad, the team are amazing, and every day they'll assess the weather and plan the day accordingly so that you can maximize every single day of your trip.
So that's us done here in Mestia, Georgia, and what a trip it has been. It's definitely been one I'll never forget, and that's from the fresh tracks we found with our guide Goga to the heli drop, which I've been wanting to do for so long. But ultimately, what has made this so memorable is the people here, and that's even from Nino, from the Nino's Guest House here, who's just been so welcoming, to the guides, to everyone in the bars and restaurants we meet. The culture around here is just so special, and that's what makes these trips so exciting to go a little bit off the beaten track. And I think that's what makes these Powder Mad trips so special, and it's definitely something that I'll never forget, and I really hope I'll come back. We're not leaving Georgia just yet. We're about to take a transfer to Tbilisi, which is the main city here in Georgia. It's quite a drive. It's going to be about 8-9 hour drive depending on the road conditions. So it's going to be a long journey, and we're going to spend a couple of nights there to just explore a little bit more of that city and what Georgia has to offer.